नमस्ते बिटियाओं, हमेशा खुश रहिए और स्वस्थ रहिए। दिस इज़ JVN ब्रिजेश कुमार यादव, फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड मेथडोलॉजी, ज्योति विद्यापीठ वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर। I welcome to all of you in my digital class. Students, I have prepared this lecture for BSc B.Ed ZBC 8th semester. Subject is botany. Paper name is biotechnology and topic is plant tissue culture. Students, plant tissue culture is one of the most interesting and important topic of biotechnology. Okay, in today's class we will see some of the facts, historical backgrounds, techniques, steps of plant tissue culture. So let's start with the definition. What is plant tissue culture? Plant tissue culture is a technique of growing plant cell, tissues, organs, seeds or other plant parts in a sterile environment on a nutrient medium. Student, this is the complete and concise definition of plant tissue culture, which includes all those parts which are required and important. Means in plant tissue culture, as the name indicating, plant tissues, plant cell, plant parts, which we are going to culture them, we are going to grow them. And apart from these two, other aspect will be, that is sterile environment. Sterile environment means that environment which is microbes free, pathogen free, so that there will be no any kind of infection. And another part is nutrient medium, because these experiment, this growth culture is carried out in vitro condition, that is not natural, in test tube, in lab. So it requires nutrients, energy. So all those nutrients should be there. That's why this word included, to develop or grow plant cell, tissue, organs in sterile environment on a nutrient medium. Now some of the historical background, how this plant tissue culture has been developed. So for the first time in 1902, the idea of totipotency of plant cell was given by Haberland. This person is known as the father of plant tissue culture, because for the first time he has given a concept of totipotency, which is the basic concept and fundamental thing for plant tissue culture, and we will see it in next couple of slides, what is totipotency. Okay, but anyhow, for time being, you remember that Haberland is the father of plant tissue culture, and why he is, I have explained. In 1937, White for the first time stabilized successful root culture of tomato. In 1941, Veno Warwick used coconut milk for the growth and development of young Dhatura embryos. In 1957, Skoog and Miller, these are the two scientists, you might be remembering that they are in plant hormones. You have already studied about them. These two scientists demonstrated the role of auxin and cytokinins on the root and shoot formation in tobacco tissues. In 1962, Murasige and Skoog introduced the medium for tobacco culture, and in 1987, isolation of Bt genes in last class we have studied about Bt cotton, so I am not going into the detail of those. Isolation of Bt gene from bacterium, that is Bacillus thuringiensis, carried out. Okay, these are the some of the historical background. There are many more, but I have taken only few which are most important. Now, fundamental principles of plant tissue culture. So PTC depends upon totipotency and plasticity. Okay, these are the two basic components. Totipotency is the ability of plant cells to regenerate into a whole plant. Okay, in zoology class, in embryology, you might have studied stem cell, which has capacity to develop whole organs, whole organisms. Same thing happening over here. Totipotency in the case of plants, which have ability to develop into whole plant. Okay, ability of a plant cell. Second is plasticity. Sorry, one more thing I forgot, and this totipotency concept has been given by Haberland. That's why he is called as the father of plant tissue culture. Next is plasticity. It is the ability of plants to alter their metabolism, growth, development to best suit their environment. Means there is a modification according to environment. Now, what is explant? This is one of the most important thing in plant tissue culture. You need to know about it and frequently used in. Plant tissue culture are generally initiated from multicellular tissue fragments called explant. The first thing which you are going to start, with whom you are going to start your plant tissue culture, that is explant, which is obtained from living plant. Explant may originate from a wide range of plant tissue, such as it may be leaf, stem, root, petiole, hypocotyle, cotyledon, embryo, or meristems. So these are the explant in plant tissue culture. Now, sterilization. As you have seen, this sterilization was in definition. It has great importance in plant tissue culture. So, sterilization method used in tissue culture laboratory. All materials such as vessels, instruments, medium, plant material used in culture work must be free from microbes. There should not be any contamination. Okay, so for that purpose we use sterilization in plant tissue culture. Now, some of the techniques which is used for achieving the microbes free in plant tissue culture. These are dry heat treatment, flame sterilization, autoclaving, filter sterilization, wiping with 70% ethanol, and surface sterilization. So students, these are the approaches which use to achieve sterilized culture and sterilize equipments. Now, culture media. This was also included in definition. Explants are then usually placed on a surface of a solid culture media, but are sometimes placed directly into a liquid medium when cell suspension cultures are desired. So culture media are generally composed of inorganic salts, few organic nutrients, vitamins, and plant hormones. Okay, so the main purpose is to provide energy and all nutritional requirement for the development of explant. Now, what are those steps to carry out plant tissue culture? The first one is selection of plants which you are going to use in plant tissue culture. Then isolation of explant, which part of the plant you are going to use. Then sterilization of explant, that explant should be microbes free from any bacteria, so that there will be no any kind of infection. Then inoculation of explant, followed by incubation, then initiation of callus. Students, callus is undifferentiated mass of cells which have capacity to develop into the plant or plant organ, that is callus. So after incubation there is a stage of initiation of callus, then subculturing, then regeneration, then hardening, and next one is, that is last, transfer of plantlets to greenhouse or open field after hardening. Okay, now types of plant tissue culture depending on the nature of explants. These are the following types of plant tissue culture, like embryo culture, cell culture, callus culture, pollen culture, organ culture, protoplast culture, meristem culture, and seed culture. Okay, so these are the types of plant tissue culture. So students, in this way today we have seen some of the definitions, historical backgrounds, techniques, and types of plant tissue culture. On next turn we will see some other topics. Thank you very much.